Live from Los Angeles.
911, what is your emergency?
Here in Hollywood now.
2 counts of murder,
Injury and death.
Oh my God!
Shocking new details
That has stunned the entertainment world.
This makes me a little nervous.
The hair stood up on my arms.
Just like in the movies.
What do you call this thing anyway?
Death.
In entertainment.
Greetings, Deado Universe. How are you? My name is Kyle Ploof.
And I'm Jerii Aquino.
And I'm Ben Kissel. Some things are best done in private, such as death. But today, we're talking about public spectacles of death.
Ooh, don't do that in
Part
public,
2.
guys.
Part 2.
Yes.
We're getting this podcast in the air.
All right, let's go.
In our last episode, we talked about some of the worst tragedies of public spectacle when it comes to things that fly.
Oh, yeah.
We had the sheep going up in the air. They survived, though.
Right. I think it was more things that fall, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fall
I mean,
crash.
the dude that fell off of the Eiffel Tower, he was trying to fly.
He was trying to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whether it be fireworks, balloons, rockets, parachutes, planes, mice, sheep, or humans.
Jesus.
Leave the mice alone.
Seriously.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Even in the air, someone could always hear you scream.
Not in space, though.
No, that's
Right.
a vacuum.
That's what they say.
That's my preferred.
Really?
Yep.
That's my preferred method of suicide, by the way.
Is to go to space?
You go to space, take your helmet off.
Sure.
You're done instantly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Baby, you're a firework. You're the next Katy Perry.
Yeah.
It's really expensive to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say,
That's
you
one
have to
thing.
afford to be able to do that.
Or I just got my level of celebrity up there enough to be able to get shot off like Katy Perry.
Okay.
Wow.
That's going to happen.
Gotta get some heavy tits, though.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
yeah. You got to start making out with the ground now.
Yeah.
Lucky ground.
So in today's episode, we will finish the Tales of the Sky with a story about the worst air stunt disaster in American history. After that, we're going to hit the ground running with some stories about how public spectacles can go unequivocally, horribly wrong right here on Earth.
Or do they go super right?
I guess sometimes if you plan out the proposal just right,
Yeah.
if you put up all the signs, they're like, will you go to prom with me? Those are the public spectacles that might work sometimes.
They could.
If they don't involve fire.
Oftentimes people watch NASCAR for the crashes. I would assume people go to air shows for the unbelievable possibility of a flaming death.
That's messed up. That's not why I would go to an air show.
That's why a lot of people go.
I would go to an air show so that I can see the professionals do their professional thing in the sky and make it safely on the ground.
And possibly die in an explosion.
Don't like that.
Okay.
So we ended our last episode with the story of how America helped win World War II. American aviation was now reaching its peak at home and abroad. The world police were displaying their might and influence all around the globe.
That's us.
Yeah.
The
Cool.
world police?
Team America.
Oh, got it.
This was never more evident than in the places they had recently conquered in war, Japan and Germany. Ever since the early 1950s, the U.S. Air Force Base at Rammstein, did I say that right?
Is it Rammstein?
Rammstein?
Rammstein.
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 Du.
Rammstein.
hast.
Yeah.
Du hast mich. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that was very
Hardcore.
good.
It was really nice, yeah.
And you knew it was the U.S. planes flying overhead because they kept on dropping mayonnaise on everybody. Yeah.
Yeah.
Culture. You got to win the culture war first.
Yeah.
And you got to start with the sandwiches.
So this is in West Germany. And this Air Force Base, they would host the Flugtag Air Show.
Well, that sounds fun.
So Flugtags, originally thought Red Bull invented it.
Okay.
So because they always had the Flugtag thing.
What's a flute talk?
This is the most I've ever heard the
Yeah,
word
I have
flute
never heard that word ever in my life. What
Sounds
is
like
that?
an excuse to stay home from school.
I got the Flugtag. So from the start, the annual event was a chance for American military personnel and family, as well as German civilians, to socialize, interact, and enjoy public spectacle. They were meant to heal their war wounds of the past. For aviation enthusiasts, the event allowed them to experience up and close the next generation of fighter aircraft rarely seen by civilians.
Oh, what a day to love aviation.
Yeah.
I guess.
So during Flugtag 1988, more than 300,000 visitors came to see aircraft like the American B-1 bomber and the F-16 fighter jet.
I love that. And the halftime show was Steely Dan.
Oh my God, imagine. We're going back, Jack.
Do it again.
Nice.
Be nice.
But the biggest draw by far was the air show where the international aerobatic teams from all over Europe and the USA showcased their skills.
Isn't this a little bit triggering because we were just at war? I mean, I guess what, this is 88, you said? So it's been a minute. All right.
We're about to get into another one, apparently. 91.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, that's Desert Storm, right?
Another one?
Well, yeah.
So it's
The first Iraq War.
So would it be the 3.5?
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. And Desert Storm, it was real fast, and we got trading cards.
Yeah.
That was kind of fun.
Cool.
They made it fun.
Yeah.
The highlight of the afternoon was an aerial performance by the iconic Italian Air Force aerobatic display team.
I just don't see Italians flying.
The aerobatic Italian display team.
Here we go. Dressed in their distinctive flight suits, the pilots Frecce Tricolori shared final instructions and made preparations for their aerial maneuvers. Their mission was to flawlessly execute the pierced heart formation.
Ooh.
What is the pierced heart formation?
Well, it is an impressive display that demanded impeccable timing and synchronization.
That is one spicy meatball.
It's got to look like so you guys are the arrows and we're the heart of the Cupid, and it's got to look like the arrows just going straight in.
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
Maybe.
The Italians incorporate romance into everything.
Right. The highly skilled aerial display unfolds as 10 aircraft designated as Pony 1 through Pony 10
Nice.
take flight and ascend.
What is it? Are the outsiders? What's happening?
They then split apart in a synchronized maneuver. 5 planes go to the left while 4 roll over to the right, all trailing smoke behind them.
Love that. Good for the world.
Yeah, absolutely. Very Italian.
Yeah.
And the smoke ultimately forms a giant heart shape in the sky as the two groups intersect just 100 feet above the ground, parallel to the ground.
Damn, that is pretty close to the ground.
That's crazy.
Why are they going that close?
You can almost smell the perfume.
Could definitely smell the gasoline.
Flying Pony 10 was Ivo Nutarelli, an experienced solo pilot faced with the most challenging task of the formation. His mission was to pierce the heart-shaped formation, soaring through the intersecting groups at a perpendicular angle, thrilling the crowd below.
Okay, I like it so far.
His
Nothing could go wrong.
Yeah, nothing.
Oh, man.
Well, his aircraft roared into the sky, leaving behind red, white, and green smoke trails.
Fun.
The Italian flag.
Oh, I like that.
The audience's anticipation reached a crescendo. Despite having performed this maneuver more than 70 times, this time, Nutarelli's attempt went horribly wrong.
Uh-oh.
As the plane soared, it climbed higher than anticipated and rapidly dove downward.
I mean, he did it, right? The plane wasn't like, I'm going to take care of this now.
It could be.
Okay.
But once it gets too high up, you can't control it, and then it falls, and then things break down.
And then it could stall.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Recognizing the dangerous situation, Nutarelli swiftly deployed the belly-mounted air brake to slow his descent.
I want one of those to stop.
Belly-mounted air brake?
Yeah, that just means give me another slice of pizza.
Yeah.
It stops you from going to the buffet.
Oh, no.
I don't know. It sounds like kind of like you're just falling stomach flat to a slip and slide.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, a lot of people got injured on slip and slides. I was watching this fantastic YouTube video about dangerous toys.
Oh, yeah.
People would break their necks.
Well, yeah, people they'd have
Yeah.
rocks underneath it. You'd be getting fucked up and all bruised and everything.
But that's not on the slip and slide.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
your
it is.
fault.
It's the slip and slide.
Oh, it's not on the slip and slide. Yeah, I get what you're
Honestly.
saying.
But it was it wasn't even a super comfortable thing to fully slide on. But then they were like, yeah, this flat piece of vinyl, just fucking throw yourself on the floor and slide down.
Well, you got to get it wet.
Got it. Get it.
And they said adults, they were too fat. They would go and then they would stop halfway through and they would break their freaking chunky necks.
Oh,
That. Oh, God.
That's a spectacle of death right there.
I know.
fun for the whole family.
Mm-hmm.
Below him, the 5 planes on the right of the heart-shaped formation and the 4 jets coming in from the left were hurtling towards each other at 350 miles an hour, performing their meticulously rehearsed routine. The two formations masterfully weaved through each other just 130 feet off the ground,
That's insane.
Yeah, that is. That's way too close.
which was much to the delight of the thrilled crowd below.
I'm sure.
A delight.
Meanwhile, Ivo Nutarelli's desperate attempt to decelerate his plane proved futile. Despite his best efforts, he flew too fast and too low, tragically intersecting the formation just a few seconds too early.
Yeah, that's a lot of seconds,
no.
though. Like, that's a lot. Like, in that era, in that time, I'm sorry, that seconds are a lot.
Nutarelli's Pony 10 clipped the cockpit of Pony 2, flown by Giorgio Alessio. The collision then sent Nutarelli's jet hurtling into Pony 1, piloted by Mario Naldini.
Oh, no. I feel like all their grandmothers they're looking up to the heavens in Italy, knowing something is wrong.
Streganona.
No.
The force of the impact shattered the tail section of Pony 1, while Nutarelli's aircraft suffered a catastrophic blow to its front.
Damn.
Pony 1 and 2 crashed on the northern runway, instantly killing both pilots.
Damn.
Ablaze and spinning out of control, Nutarelli's solo plane kept its trajectory towards the audience, with its left wingtip striking the grassy field just 160 feet short of the front row of spectators. 300 gallons of jet fuel within its tanks exploded into a relentless wave of fire.
And that's what took down Building 7.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Did the fire reach the audience?
The blazing wreck cartwheeled forward, obliterating a police car and tearing through a barbed wired fence before slamming into the densely packed crowd of spectators.
You're going to want to get out of there.
Wow,
Get
yeah.
out of there.
I mean, the second it looks like one plane is falling from the sky, it's like, yeah, I think this show's done. It's time to leave.
Yeah, but they make it look like that all the time at air shows. It's like, oh my God, it's hurtling towards the ground. Then they go,
this is why
What?
yeah.
This is why the person who goes and gets more concessions always lives.
Yes, exactly.
You got to be in line waiting for your burr, waiting for your dog. You're going to be fine.
Yep, yep.
The area of the crash right next to the airstrip had been considered the best seats in the house. Now, spectators were covered in a cloud of burning fuel and glowing metal from the aircraft and fence.
Glowing metal.
This is not what we paid for. This is not what we paid for.
It's literally turning into magma and lava, like, on their fucking bodies.
Ooh, like RoboCop when he gets hit by the car.
Oh, wow. This is creating a lot of villains.
It really is.
The entire sequence of events, from initial collision to the crash into the spectators, unfolded in just 7 seconds.
Damn. Oh my God, that must have happened so fast, like so beyond comprehension. Like, what? I was looking at the sky at one point and now I'm on fire?
Yeah.
But does time stand still at those moments in life?
Yeah, it's longer in that time
It might
frame.
be. It might be.
7 seconds is usually good. You get 7 seconds in heaven with someone in a closet at a party, and they go, yeah, make out, fuck.
Yeah, I'm thinking I don't want to go to heaven if that's what it is.
7 seconds? We did 7 minutes in heaven.
Oh, wow, that's a long time.
Dominican.
That's enough to keep, have a whole family by the time you're out of there.
That's usually, and that's why everyone is so populated.
This comes out of grandmother.
Yeah.
With no time to escape, 31 people died instantly.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Within the next 45 minutes, 24 emergency vehicles and 8 rescue helicopters were on the scene, picking up hundreds of gravely injured people. The regulations of the U.S. military dictated that injured individuals should be transported to a hospital as quickly as possible, a protocol known as load and go.
Well, what else would they do?
Yeah, I mean, take these injured people and get the fuck out of here. That's what I hope for.
Yeah.
Put him back in the crowd. We want to make it look like it's full for the cameras.
Yeah,
I
not
know,
this
right?
one. This approach contrasted with the local German practice of assessing injuries on site and administering initial emergency treatment before transportation.
Ah.
Do you want
What
that?
do you do first?
Yeah, I don't know if you want the Germans to be assessing your injuries.
What is it?
Yeah,
You're just on
Seriously.
fire.
yeah. I can't figure it out.
A German paramedic in the midst of the disaster was recorded on radio saying, quote, "We are constantly searching for burn victims who are being snatched away from us by the Americans and transported without receiving any treatment at all. People with burnt clothes and sagging burnt skin were squirming with pain and shock in the back of a pickup truck that were not even using the emergency exit road."
Oh my God.
That is very-
Oh, that sounds terrible.
That is the most American form of EMT.
Load and go. Load and go.
Load and go. Put him in the back of the truck. Let's go.
Let's
Yeah.
take the scenic route, though.
Oh, of
Right.
course. Well, it's beautiful. Even if you're sloughing your skin off your body,
They're like, oh, this Amalfi Coast is nice.
it is
Wow.
nice.
My God.
Beautiful.
The disaster would ultimately claim the lives of 67 spectators,
Wow.
plus 3 pilots.
And they count. They count. That's 70 people.
It is.
And the planes,
Right.
which if they're sentient, you got to add them too.
More than 500 other civilians had to undergo hospital treatment for the incident.
And then just one person was like, I demand to see your manager. I would like a refund. I was promised to see the heart, and I don't think they finished it.
Yeah.
What started as a public spectacle of the skies ended as an unimaginable disaster on land, which is where we pivot to next.
Land deaths?
The land.
I don't like that. That's where we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to find out ways that I could die on land. I'm already constantly worried about it.
Oh my God, I had a trip and fall a couple of years ago. I thought that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how all of us are gonna go. Just
Tripping and falling?
Tripping, falling, something real stupid. Everyone dies from something real stupid.
Yeah, I had whooping cough and I friggin' fell in the middle of the road and the car had to like stop and screech right in front of like running my head over.
And people judged him. They thought he was a drug addict.
yeah, someone was like, I thought you were on drugs. Another one was like, I thought you were drunk. And then one girl was crying.
That's hilarious.
She thought she was witnessing me fucking dying.
That is really funny.
So I had to be like, sorry to her. I was consoling her.
He was like the full cast of an intervention.
Seriously.
So after what happened in the skies above West Germany in 1988, you wouldn't think that Americans on solid ground could do any worse.
Right.
Now, give us a chance.
But you would be wrong.
Okay.
In fact, almost 100 years earlier, a publicity stunt in Texas ended with an equal amount of explosions and carnage.
Ooh, this is when publicity stunts were really fun and dangerous and scary and what was that? Like there was no rules, no restrictions.
Yeah, it's not like just like some celebrity dating another celebrity.
Yeah.
Whoa, that
Publicity stunt.
Whoa, that happens. And they all pretend like they're lesbian or straight, depending on the week.
Yeah.
Or gay?
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 The crash at Crush was a one-day publicity stunt in the U.S. state of Texas that took place on September 15th, 1896.
Oh man, you never think about them having any fun ever.
No.
Yeah.
Like they must have seen the flyers and the whole like month they were getting ready for this.
I know. You always think of them working and struggling.
Yes, and then just like
and building.
Yep, and then just coughing to death.
Yeah.
Right.
This is insane. So this stunt, the whole thing was to have two locomotives that were let loose.
What?
Okay.
Full steam ahead, and they were meant to crash head-on into each other at a high speed.
We've always been
That
stupid.
does sound pretty fun.
USA.
This is what they needed trains.
It's definitely,
They're like, let's just fucking destroy them.
Well, let's just, yeah,
So,
what would happen if one of them, like, hits another one? Like, I don't know. You want to try it?
That's a great idea for a festival. That's great.
I think
we can sell tickets
I
to
think
that.
a lot of people would want to see that.
Yeah.
Like, I second that.
Yeah, I love that. Great idea. Great idea.
Yeah.
So this guy, William George Crush, good old Billy Crush.
I love that name.
He was an agent of the Missouri, Kansas, Texas Railroad. He conceived the idea in order to demonstrate a staged train wreck as a public spectacle.
Love that.
No admission was charged as long as you could afford a rail ticket to the event at $3.50.
Okay, so it was $3.50.
So it was $3.50. So it was
Right.
free.
But that's $132 in 2025.
Well,
Damn.
dang.
Yeah.
Yo, we got to go back in time.
Well, not for nothing, but for watching trains crash into each other, that's still pretty fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Sure.
Yeah.
So as a result, an estimated 40,000 people attended this event.
Wow. People really wanted to see those trains crash into each other.
Yeah. Were they like super bored or?
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of entertainment happening back then, I
Yeah,
guess.
you either go to church or stare at a wall.
Yeah, you could probably see livestock doing funny stuff to one another and shit like that.
Yeah, or you could do the funny stuff.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that happens.
Oh?
Every year in Wisconsin, couple of cow fuckers out there.
Really?
Every year in
Oh,
Wisconsin.
no.
The cows don't even know, I don't think. Maybe they do. I don't know.
They have to.
I'm sure they do. Yeah, it's sad. Yeah, and as the consumer, when your beef patty is just all salty and gross.
Wow.
They do it to completion. Yeah.
I will. Wow. Oh my God. I think I just became vegetarian.
Well,
So
That's what did it.
you should see what they do to the tomatoes.
each train reached a speed of about 45 miles an hour by the time they met near the anticipated collision spot.
I could see that on the 101 right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
every
45
day.
Come on.
Yeah.
Unexpectedly, yet understandably, the impact caused both engine boilers to explode, resulting in a shower of flying debris that caused numerous injuries among the spectators.
What? That's
No, this-
crazy. Something went wrong.
But did it? What did they expect?
Yeah.
Right.
Right?
Not that.
I thought they wanted the accident.
Yeah.
So then
Yeah.
things go flying because it's a whole car crash.
Yeah,
Or
I
train
would
crash.
have thought that they had everyone like at a solid distance away.
At least give them the little umbrellas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
An eyewitness described the scene. There was a large explosion, a crash, a sound of timbers rent and torn, and then a shower of splinters.
Oof.
The locomotives and their
hurts.
the locomotives and their boxcars were reduced to scraps of wood and steel. The air was filled with flying missiles of iron and steel.
Yeah. I mean, makes sense.
Yeah. Debris varying in size from a postage stamp to half the size of a steering wheel was blown hundreds of feet into the air.
Oh my God.
I'll take the potion stab one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steering wheel, that's going to hurt. It's going to go right through you.
Panic quickly broke out as the crowd turned and ran. Some of the debris came down amongst the spectators, killing 2 and seriously injuring at least 6 others.
Dude, fucking ow. And it's hot too, because it just exploded.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's sharp, heavy, and it's coming at you fast, and it's hot.
This is kind of the Astro world of train collisions.
Yeah. It's like always, whenever someone comes up with some crazy idea and they're like, wouldn't it be funny if? It's always funny to like think about it, but it's never funny when it actually happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the most part.
My buddy was like, wouldn't it be? It was the first time 9/11 was on a Saturday, and we were doing a comedy show in Boston. And my buddy before was like, wouldn't it be funny if I did like a bunch of 9/11 jokes to open? And I was like,
could be
yeah,
funny.
that would be funny. And then he went up and was just like doing 9/11 jokes.
How'd it go?
Not good.
Oh, it didn't go well?
Yeah, I remember he was just like, and you know, all the people that were doing coverage on 9/11, they're on TV all day today. They're not getting any residuals.
Well, that's kind of good. That brings us to our next point about actor pay.
Right.
Because weren't there a lot of crisis actors during 9/11?
Yeah.
If it happened.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, the point of it is just to not forget. And you know what? We still are remembering. We're talking about it. So
Yep, we are. Although there's a whole generation that never lived through it.
Yeah.
Us millennials, we've really seen a lot.
We
we've
have.
seen so much.
But you know what we haven't seen?
What?
This next story.
Oh, that's it. So everyone's dead.
Everyone's dead, and that's it.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Dead or burned.
And they never tried to crash locomotives into one another again. They were like, maybe this wasn't the most well thought idea.
I mean, did it go perfectly or did it go horribly wrong?
I mean, I hope they at least got some good country songs out of it.
Yeah, maybe.
Everyone
yeah,
I
maybe.
know is either dead or burned in Texas.
Well, that's a good one.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I guess so.
That's why they got divorced, and that's why all your exes live there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which you're not allowed to do. If you are married, you have to, if there's someone gets burned alive, you got to stay with them.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the rules you made up.
That is the rules you make up. And if you do have exes in Texas, you tell them that you know that she got back with her ex-boyfriend. Don't think I didn't see it.
No, absolutely. Or you just avoid them at all
Yeah.
costs because they're very dangerous.
Yeah.
So what if you don't believe in the sky?
Wait, I'm sorry, what?
Wait.
What if you don't think the sky's real?
What, like the Truman Show thing.
Yeah.
It's just like you're just gonna find the end of it, the paper.
You know, the more they put them satellites up there, I'm starting to think this guy ain't real.
Ooh.
It's just a bunch of goddamn TV cameras.
Oh.
It's pretty real.
It is. I think it's real. I think so.
Yeah.
Well, there was a famous American flat earther named Mad Mike Hughes. And he believed that the planet Earth is flat.
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense.
And in order to prove that, he built a steam-powered rocket ship that would send him high enough to prove it.
See, I like this guy, though. He's using science to prove his point.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like, there's got to be a way I can get up there and see it.
Mm-hmm.
There's probably some sky I can hold on to.
But then he's just going to doink. He's going to hit it and come back down.
Yeah.
Well, that's not fun.
Yeah. On Saturday, February 22nd, 2020, Mad Mike climbed inside of his homemade rocket and aimed it at the flat sky of San Bernardino, California.
2020.
Yeah.
This was
So we did see this.
recent.
I do remember this story.
Yeah. I will say, if there is a dome over us, I know people who tag for a living. The whole fucking thing will be tagged up.
That's very true.
Say Los Digits.
Yes, exactly. Roast battle, Los Digits. Check him out. Taggers get up on everything.
They
really
do.
do.
So I think that disproves flat Earth right there.
That's a very good point.
Thank
yeah,
you.
so true.
The entire series of events was being filmed for a new TV series about amateur rocket makers and to be aired on the U.S. Science Channel.
Nothing could go wrong once again. Not when television's involved.
I'm dead.
With the help of his steam-powered rocket, Hughes was trying to reach an altitude of 5,000 feet.
Okay.
That's very high.
Yeah, with steam powered?
Yeah.
Sure. Seems like a lot.
In a video of the launch, a parachute can be seen trailing behind the rocket, apparently deployed too early,
Oh.
seconds after takeoff.
So it wasn't really well put together.
No.
San Bernardino aeronautics fails again. Well, I've huffed a lot of gas, so I'm pretty sure I know how to do this.
Oh,
The San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department said its officers were called to a rocket launch at about 12 local time, so 12 noon.
Oh, what now? A rocket launch?
Yeah, let's go. Eat our lunch.
Oh, yeah.
According to the sheriff's office, a man was pronounced deceased after the rocket crashed into the open desert.
oh,
Okay.
yeah, that'll do it. That'll take him right out.
Point proven or not
I
proven?
wonder if there was any point when he was falling where he was like, oh, wow, oh, the horizon is kind of rounding out, isn't it? And then, yeah.
I just don't get the flat Earth thing in the from the
Like,
perspective.
what do they think the shape is?
They think
disc.
they think it's flat, and then there's ice walls that stop us from going off of it, and then it's domed as well. So they don't believe in the universe in many ways.
That's insane.
It is interesting. It's very stupid, and
so
there's a
full of themselves.
Yeah, there's a flat Earth documentary where they prove that the Earth is round. Ironically, because they were trying to prove it was flat.
Right.
But then they just made up another reason as to why it's not round. So
No.
it's honestly what I learned from that documentary was
I want to watch that documentary.
It's very interesting. It's all about community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These people don't have anything.
Yeah.
And they finally found people that are like, oh, you're a flat earther. And they bond.
Right.
They get married and they have conventions.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
It's always about community.
It really is. That's
yeah.
it.
But it's also important to remember as people, we need to have our opinions, not let our opinions have us.
Ooh.
Oh,
Okay.
Ploof with the
Deep.
truth. That's good.
Moving on.
So he's dead.
Yeah. He's gone.
So he's dead.
So he
But
was,
who watched it? Anyone watch it?
oh yeah. The
cameras?
video's out there.
Oh, great.
The truth is out there.
It is.
So he had a publicist. And
Oh man, that lady.
If he can
would
get one.
do
I got to
me.
call our PR team and make sure.
Actually, yeah.
You know, it's a marble, right? Like just marble-ish.
Yeah.
So his publicist confirmed to the U.S. media outlets that it was Mad Mike himself who had been killed. He was the guy in his own rocket. His rocket actually never making it off the ground, so it was just like and dead.
Never made it off the ground.
It just kind of fell over and he cracked his head and died.
No.
Mad Mike, that's not that mad at all. Poor
He should
bastard.
have had like a concussion from this.
I know.
Yeah.
That's
that he died.
That's such a fucking blow.
That really does suck for him.
Yeah, he was 64 years old.
Well, that's a good run.
Yeah.
So that was definitely his.
What a blow.
That was his Eiffel Tower moment. That was it.
There it is.
That's
Yeah.
perfect. Good for him. He made a scientific experiment. He was brave enough to put himself into that experiment, and he failed miserably. But did he? We don't know.
We don't. In 2019, just 1 year earlier, in the little-known vast emptiness of Eastern Oregon, a celebrity of a different ilk had arrived to set some records of her own.
Ooh, not the Sasquatch?
No.
Okay, because they say he might be in Oregon.
Ooh.
He's not.
He might be. He likes
He
the
might
Pacific.
be in this room right now.
That's just Ben.
You there? You there?
Oh.
Well, no, he could be. He might be an invisible. He might go in between dimensions. Might have a cloaking device.
Oh, that's right. He's in between dimensions.
It's possible.
So by this logic, unicorns are also real.
Why not, baby? Let's go, unicorns.
Okay. Well, I mean, yeah.
I mean, they're just fucked up horses with stupid things in their head.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's a bone protrusion.
It's a bone protrusion, but that's all a unicorn is, right? Does it have any
Yeah.
special powers?
The power to fuck with its head.
Yeah,
Oh.
exactly. Oh, wow. Jesus, don't tell. It's tough enough for a man to find a lady. All of a sudden, they got unicorns that we got to fight
Yeah.
with.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm caught up on the whole thing that Sasquatch doesn't have clothes, but he can like quantum leap. I don't.
He doesn't quantum leap. He
Calling
doesn't end
Ziggy
up
on the phone.
Doesn't end up a boxer in the 1940s. He's not quantum leaping.
Quantum leap. Oh boy.
Whatever.
Well, there's this woman, Jessie Combs,
Okay.
and she was a race car driver, which I thought Jerii was a race
Badass.
car driver.
The ha 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 ha.
Yes.
Jerii was a race car driver.
Yeah. That was perfect. We're gonna get copywritten stroke for that.
Oh, that was really good.
So Jessie Combs, she was a television personality, race driver, stunt performer, all that stuff. She was reaching mainstream celebrity status in American pop culture. She had hosted her own TV show for 5 years and 90 episodes on Spike TV.
Oh, nice.
Jessie had appeared on dozens of reality TV shows, including Mythbusters, Overhauling, Jay Leno's Garage, and 1,001 things. Oh, 1,001 car things to do before you die.
Ooh. That's a lot of car things to do.
I'm running out of car stuff quick.
I thought it was just like a cross country trip.
I don't recognize her, but I guess she was everywhere.
Damn, she has nice pecs.
Yeah, she's all jacked up. Oh, yeah.
As an avid race car driver with the need for speed, Jessie Combs set the world's land speed record for a four-wheel vehicle.
No shit.
440 miles an hour in 2013.
Dang. All right, Jessie, let's
Wow.
go.
Very nice.
In 2016, she broke her own record with a top speed of 477.59 miles an hour.
Well, that's a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you're going really fast.
Yeah.
She did that.
She went fast.
She was going real fast.
She liked going fast.
Yeah.
In 2019, Jessie was set on breaking her own land speed record
Again?
one more time.
Oh, come on. Let
It would be the final time
I mean, at some point, aren't you losing?
to yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why just you're already the victor?
Yeah.
I would let it be.
I'm going to beat myself now.
But yeah, then you're second place to yourself.
No one's going to top me but me. Okay?
Yeah. I feel like maybe
And if anyone's going to stand in my way, it's probably me.
that is very true.
Relatable.
And more things to talk to your psychiatrist about.
Yep.
Very true.
What's this you say? Self-destruction? What is this you say?
Sabotage? Self-sabotage?
Am I the only consistent in all of my problems? No.
Nah.
Weird.
What?
No.
On August 27th, 2019, she arrived at the Alvord Desert. The Alvord Desert, a 12-mile by 7-mile flat stretch of dry lake bed in southeastern Oregon.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
That's my ex-wife.
Dry.
Yeah.
It's a big,
Big
woman.
Yeah, it's a big woman. Dry lake bed. Old dry lake bed Tammy. Yeah, she said she's really, really happy with her new girlfriend and soon-to-be wife. She said she's all wet. Wet again.
Oh, that's good.
Turns out it was me.
Yeah. Kept the land nice and dry.
Yeah.
She sat in the seat of her car. It was built using the fuselage of a Lockheed F-104A-10 Starfighter.
She's not Batman. This is not going to be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, not at all.
That's bad.
It does seem bad because it's the wrong kind of engine for a car.
You know that?
No, but I would assume it's a jet one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It was powered by a General Electric LM1500 turbojet engine.
Means nothing to me.
Yeah, I
but
don't know what that means.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that's a lot of an engine.
She broke her own record, a world land speed record attempt of 522.78 miles an hour.
All right.
It's been verified by Guinness World Records.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
so-
Congratulations.
You're You've gone fast again.
Yeah.
Yes.
So she went, the speed didn't kill her. It was the crash that followed.
Oh, I see. She didn't slow down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to slow down.
It was caused by a mechanical failure of the front wheel, likely due to striking an object on the track.
Who was supposed to sweep the track?
Oh.
Come on.
Damn it. It caused the front wheel assembly to collapse. If not for the accident, it was believed that she would have hit speeds nearing 620 miles an hour.
Wow.
She was 39 years old.
That's so sad.
That ain't fun at all.
But you know,
But-
she died doing what she loved.
I don't want to I'm not trying to be that kind of guy, but she didn't, it's not the record.
Wow.
She died.
You're about to be that guy.
No, because she didn't complete it.
Well, she did.
No, she didn't.
Her
She
body
died.
went that fast.
Yeah, but she didn't stop. You have to, the land speed record, at some point you have to stop and get out.
Is that in the
Oh,
rules?
she stopped.
Yeah. No, she died.
Well, it stopped.
Yeah, I don't think that counts. I think that Guinness
That's
is.
fucked up. That's
No.
no. That's she. Did
I don't think it counts because
And
she died. She failed at it.
She achieved the speed.
I think that the assessment of achievement is based upon if you live.
If you survive it.
Yes.
No.
Not when it comes to speed.
But it was a speed. She reached that height, and that's in the record of her legacy.
Then anyone can set a record doing anything if you can die.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
fucking
you
set a
can.
record right now for getting, I don't know, eaten by the most fucking ants or put them up my fucking asshole.
Drinking the most recovery monster drinks.
I'm in recovery.
You're in recovery. You're gonna recover yourself to death.
I've been peeing a lot.
Yeah. Oh, is it like green yet?
No, it's really, really dark. And it's weird.
That's fucked. You should drink water.
Oh, I know it's bad. No, it's bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Well, that's okay.
I'm working on it.
Yeah.
My next step is kidney stones.
No, don't do that.
I don't want that.
I've had that. It's for the birds.
Oh, God.
They hurt.
Well, sticking with race cars,
Yeah.
while also remembering the daredevils of France's past, let's briefly talk about the worst motor race accident of all time.
Okay.
Oh no.
The one for-
I don't like it. It's gonna behead someone. I know it.
Oh, it has to.
These motor accidents are insane.
Final Destination Part 2, I believe. Or was it Part 3? Part 4? I don't know. You fucking know there was a motor.
One of them.
Okay.
Whatever. Also, Dale Earnhart, he's dead from from a car crash that was very basic.
Yeah, future episode.
Yeah. Oh, interesting.
Yeah. The 1955 Le Mans disaster occurred on June 11th, 1955, during the 24 hours of Le Mans motor race circuit de la Sarthe in Le Mans, France.
I was very, very happy it actually took place in 1955 and they didn't just call it that.
Yeah. During lap 35, Jaguar driver Mike Hawthorne moved to the right side of the track, braking sharply in preparation for a pit stop. This maneuver forced Lance Macklin, driving for Austin Healey, to swerve left to avoid a collision.
Now, hear me out. Little Starbucks for the pit stops. Give the guys little Starbucks.
They got backpacks with like hoses in their mouth.
Yeah, but I feel like a pit stop's fun. You get out, you go to the bathroom, you get a slushie, you have a good time.
Lose the race.
Well, their pits. I'm saying they should incorporate more of a fun atmosphere to it,
Like it's a break.
like a break. Yeah,
Yeah.
like a pit stop.
Yeah.
You know.
In doing so, Macklin moved directly to the path of Pierre Levey, who was rapidly approaching in his Mercedes-Benz 300 SLR.
Yeah, that curly mustache motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pierre.
Levey collided with Macklin at a high speed, launching Levey and his Mercedes into the air.
Oh.
It's not good.
Traveling at approximately 125 miles an hour, Levey's car vaulted over the earthen embankment designed to shield spectators. Instead, it became a launch ramp.
Oh my
Wow.
god. Hey, honey, you think that car's getting a little bit close to us, or
No, they know what they're doing. Oh, wait, maybe though.
have I ever told you I love? Oh,
I'll leave these seats when cars fly. Oh!
whoa, whoa.
The vehicle bounced multiple times amongst the crowd before slamming into the concrete structure and disintegrating.
Disintegrating.
That's
Yeah.
not good.
Like it wasn't even there to begin with.
Wow, it was all an illusion.
Levey was ejected from the car and died instantly upon impact with the ground. Pieces of the Mercedes, including the engine block, front suspension, and radiator, were hurled back into the crowd, flattening everyone within a 330-foot path.
Oh my.
Flattening?
Flattening.
Oh my god! What is with these? This story is filled with a lot of cartoon-like dying.
It
Yeah.
really is.
Yeah.
I'm not going to. I mean, I kind of want to go to NASCAR, in which case, if I'm drinking beers or not at that point, I will be, no matter what.
Yeah.
It's like if you go to a NASCAR event sober, then you really have a problem.
There's
That's
an
gonna be
issue.
Yeah.
But I don't know
it's
what
gonna be a
are the
weird time.
what seats do you sit in where you're guaranteed not to get hit by a fucking wheel or a helmet?
I would rather sit in the nosebleeds for that.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
once you're up close to it, you're hearing like bam, 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 bam.
It's
And
already
super loud.
extremely loud, even
Right.
all the way up. Anyway, the entire thing is just exploding in your ears.
Yeah.
Right, true. Yeah, up in the nosebleeds
Yep.
where our people are.
That's
Let's
right.
go.
Yeah.
The hood of the vehicle flew through the air like a French guillotine of old.
Oh,
Guillotine?
yeah, guillotine, whatever.
Guillotine.
Guillotine.
Literally decapitating every spectator in its way.
Oh.
So people were flattened and then the rest of them got their heads cut off.
Hey, look what happened to that asshole. Oh shit, it seems to be coming for me. I guess the beheading is probably better than being flattened because you can live for a little while with all your bones crushed and shit.
Yeah.
That is horrifying. Sounds like a pretty painful couple of seconds.
Kind of cool. Kind of a cool way
Kind
to
of a
die.
cool thing. Am I flat? Am I flat?
Yeah.
Me.
She went flat.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd go with guillotine. I'd take that.
Yeah. Driver Duncan Hamilton recalled the moments just after the crash, saying, quote, "The scene on the other side of the road was indescribable. The dead and dying were everywhere.
Wow.
The cries of pain, anguish, and despair screamed catastrophe."
I don't like that part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds dark.
I stood as if in a dream, too horrified to even think.
Yeah, that sounds like a freaking a purgatory level in Dante's Inferno.
Yeah.
You're just like somewhere where everyone's flattened and in pain and screaming.
Yep. It's horrible. Someone's head is cut off, but you can still see the nachos in their hands that they were holding.
Yeah.
Yeah. They start shoving it into someone's pants.
We covered that story in Okay Bud.
Yeah. The hood of a Marlboro car fucking takes your head off
Oh,
I
well.
know.
while you're smoking a cigarette.
If the cigarettes don't kill you, the car will.
Yeah.
That's how they get you.
Every time.
What was left of LeVay's car, when it finally came to a rest, the rear-mounted fuel tank suddenly exploded, triggering a fire.
Oh, my God.
So we're getting people flattened, heads cut off, and now the intense heat from the fire raised the temperature of the car's magnesium alloy bodywork to the point of spontaneous ignition, erupting into intense white-hot flames, showering the track and crowd with magnesium embers. So again, this is just another volcano lava situation.
Yeah, I hate it.
Yeah.
No, I don't like it. It must look kind of cool from the outside.
I hate it so much. There's probably people melted into each other.
Oh, my God.
Twinsies.
That's amazing. Yeah, good. Well, we did kind of wear the same thing today. Isn't that cute?
Wow.
Yeah, it's better. It's stronger than marriage.
It's literally fusing us together.
Fusing together. Has anyone loved anyone enough to fuse together with them?
I don't think so.
Exactly.
Squidward and SpongeBob did it once.
Did they?
Yeah, he was like, we're closer than you think. And then he lifted up his shirt and their stomachs were fused.
That's funny. That show's so crazy.
The situation worsened when emergency responders, unaware of how magnesium reacts to water, attempted to extinguish the flames using conventional methods.
Oh my God, that's what I did with my candle wax situation, which is why my kitchen is still full of candle wax and I can't use my oven.
Oops.
That is, yeah.
So they're trying to throw water on it, and instead of putting out the fire, the water intensified the combustion.
Oh.
Magnesium burns more fiercely in water's presence.
See, this is the craziest thing.
Yeah.
What? I mean, how are they supposed to know? I mean, they probably should know.
Well, they found
You
out.
should probably know.
Yeah. This is 1955. We had like a bunch of science and stuff. We're like 10 years away from going to the moon.
Yeah.
Well, not going to the moon.
Not going to the moon.
Not going to the moon.
Oh, we could do this all day.
Please
We
don't
could do it all day,
I don't
baby.
want it. I don't want it.
So as a result, these fires continued to burn for several more hours.
Wow.
Dang.
LaVey's lifeless body, severely burned, lay in full view on the pavement until a policeman hauled down a banner to recover it.
Yeah, you're going to want to wave the white flag there. You want to slow down the cars.
Yeah.
The race is
Yeah.
going to pause.
You
We
wanna-
have to pause.
You want to cover up the roasted pilot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They should call them pilots, not drivers. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're piloted.
He's a pilot.
Race car pilots?
Race
Yeah,
car
race car
pilots. It's
pilots.
fucking cool.
He's a pilot.
That's a good band name.
Yeah, a little bit.
The race car pilots?
As
Yeah.
long as they don't cry all the time.
They probably would.
I just can't with it's a white thing. It's a white man thing where they cry all the time.
Oh, I
Yeah,
love
yeah.
emo music, though.
I can't.
I do.
I love a nice man crying to music.
I love a cry.
Why?
I love a good cry.
Because it's how I feel inside.
Because no one understands me.
But it's
Nobody-
not how you feel inside. It's because you're fucking screaming it. It's how you should feel inside
Yeah.
and not outside.
Nobody understands what I'm going through, not even this arena full of 100,000 other people in this one city.
Like that band
Exactly.
Stained.
Yeah.
Like it's just whatever. It's fine. No,
Outside.
Yeah.
Okay.
it's because you were 86 from the bar because you took a piss on top of it.
Yeah.
Well, you can't do that.
Not legally.
I don't want to leave.
I pissed on a DJ booth once. It was pretty funny. The guy sucked. But
Oh
I
my
was
God, you did it like on the turntables?
no, I was
Sprayed
talking.
them
sparks
completely
are
while
flying.
going,
No,
boo.
I pissed on the bass, like the bass of the thing, and I was talking to him.
That is even
And
weirder.
then I continued my piss walking out the front door, and then
That's-
two cops were like, "Hey, here's your citation for urinating in public." And I was like, "I ain't urinating in public." And then they showed me the trail, and then I was like, "Ah, you got me." And then I paid a $25 fine. And
Thought I felt the wind on my dick.
yeah, it was different times.
Wow.
I was 20, 21 maybe.
Good
That
times, good times.
Shithead behavior.
Yeah, I would like to apologize.
Especially that DJ.
He sucked. I'm telling you, he sucked.
What sucked worse, the music going into your ears or the fucking piss that everyone had to walk through?
Well, that's funny.
No, it is not.
Yeah, it is because they don't even know they're walking through my piss.
That's true.
Then you look at them and you're like, "Yeah, piss shoes."
Wow.
My piss.
Although the exact number is not known, there were at least 81 spectator deaths, plus Pierre
Oh.
LeVay, and over 120 other injuries.
God dang.
That
So-
was a final destination ass moment.
Exactly.
This-
You almost don't want to live. You want to just get it done with.
Despite the enormous tragedy and loss of life, the race continued.
It did?
Yeah.
Wait, why? Why would it?
Because they had to figure out who was the best guy.
Okay.
Who else was there to watch it?
There's only one guy. He's like, I'm finishing this fucking race.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
Was the race that fucking important?
Yeah,
Yeah. The Mercedes-Benz team and the Ferrari team both dropped out, understandably.
yeah.
But the Jaguar team, including driver Mike Hawthorne, who initiated the disastrous series of events, decided, I'm going to keep going.
I'm finishing this race.
Wow. The show must go on, people.
Yep. It's like when Walter was screaming about the Vietnam War and Big Lebowski. It's like, I'm finishing my coffee.
Right.
I'm fucking finishing. Oh, my God. Well, good for that. So they won in a race where no one else wanted to race.
Well, there was one
And a
other
lot
team
of
that
people
did.
died.
What was the other team? Like Kia?
So in the end, Hawthorne won the race for Jaguar, beating the Aston Martin team by 5 laps.
Does he really think that win counts? Does he feel good about this win on this day?
Does it count more or less?
Well,
Less.
Yeah. It's kind of like the bubble championship with the NBA. Is it more difficult or less difficult? Everyone's dead. Like he's literally racing in front of a bunch of burning corpses.
Yep.
It's got to be distracting.
There's like ambulances, like EMTs everywhere trying to treat injured people.
Just like half of the concession stands closed, but then the other person is like, no, we're staying open. Our section isn't dead. And the guy was like, I was really hoping I could go hang out with my friends after this. They're like, no, we're staying open until the end of the race. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tommy.
Yeah, sit the fuck down.
Sit the fuck down, serve goddamn nachos.
There was a French magazine, L'Auto Journal, that published a photo of Mike Hawthorne smiling and drinking from the Victor's bottle of champagne
What an asshole.
with the sarcastic caption, "To your health, Mr. Hawthorne."
What?
This guy, holy shit, the nuts on this guy.
Mike Hawthorne is a real fucking
Right up-
scumbag.
Kind of like him.
He's filthy.
So he caused the accident and then he fucking won.
Yeah.
Asshole.
He saw Aston Martin. He just flew by them. Was like, "We're still racing.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
I win."
Well, everyone would have been dead anyway if they didn't die on this day because it was 1955, so it's not so bad.
Right. Well, that takes us to Daredevils and Escape Artists to round out the episode.
Oh, let's round it out, baby. That's what my grandmother used to say when she would give me a cake or a piece of pie. She would be like, "You want to round out the meal?" I always want to round it out.
That's what I say to myself when I'm at the gym and with my glutes. I'm like, you want to round them out, girl?
Yeah, round it out.
Squat.
You're like a gym rat.
I try to be.
Yeah, you're in shape.
You know.
Well, the final type of public spectacle we're going to talk about, like I said, is it's its very own specific niche in the entertainment world. The Oxford Dictionary, they describe being a daredevil simply as a reckless person who enjoys doing dangerous things.
See, I would disagree with the reckless part because they're all about the math. Well, if they're smart,
Yeah.
If they're smart.
then they're really, but they're purpose. I would say they're purposeful, not reckless.
I would say, intentional.
Yes.
Just even the Jackass guys, they're daredevils.
They, maybe not movie 1, but like movie 4. They kind of got a little soft.
Yeah.
A lot of drama with that group too.
You want to party?
The other side of the coin is the escape artist, and they describe an escape artist as an entertainer usually adept at escaping from confinement.
I hate that. I
That
would
is
never
horrifying.
ever do.
Why do you even want to put yourself through that?
Seriously.
Just be grounded a bunch.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Rapunzel, she had to grow out her hair.
Daredevils and escape artists are similar in that both types of performers put themselves into a dangerous situation and then thrills the audience by finding some way out of it.
There's a feud though. Daredevils and escape artists.
Yeah,
they
like,
look-
you got out of a box.
That's pretty
Fucking
cool, yeah.
Loser.
That's
Yeah, I
crazy.
butt fucked this horse in midair, went 500 yards. What'd you do?
On my motorcycle.
Right?
I'm a daredevil. My mom yells at me in text, and then I screenshot it and share it with everyone on Instagram.
That is Daredevil.
That's
That
flying
is-
too close to the sun.
That is dangerous territory.
Yeah,
This is how I live on the edge.
I got to be privy to one of their interactions today, and it is cute from the outside.
Yeah.
That's adorable.
Two of the most famous examples of this type of entertainer would be Harry Houdini
Oh, yes.
on that side, and then Evil Knievel on the Daredevil side.
Yes.
Great documentary on him as well. You learn a lot.
Yeah. While both deserve an entire episode of their own, we'll first briefly dispel the myth and mystery surrounding the death of Houdini.
Okay, so
Ooh,
okay,
we
because
are gonna go over him.
But for a second, because people have differing opinions on how he died.
can I say what I thought?
Wait till we get to it.
Okay, wait till we get to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a question that's been asked countless times over the last 100 years.
How did Houdini die?
Did he die from being punched in the stomach?
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
What?
During the autumn of 1926, Harry Houdini, then 52, was on tour. But the tour was plagued from the start. His wife, Bess, suffered from food poisoning, and Houdini himself fractured his ankle performing a difficult escape. But he still was like, fuck it, I'm going.
He's got to go.
On Friday, October 22nd, while backstage at the Princess Theatre in Montreal, Canada,
Oh.
a student from McGill University named J. Jordan Whitehead.
Oh, that's one of those last names.
You can't get a zit if you're that guy.
No, you
Like,
really.
What's up, Whitehead?
Yeah.
Where's it
Fucking nasty
come from?
ass.
Whitehead has the clearest skin,
Yeah.
ironically.
He's got to.
Yeah.
He was eager to test the popular claim that Houdini could withstand any blow to the abdomen. Whitehead struck him so hard that in less than 2 weeks, Houdini would be dead.
Oh, okay. So he didn't die right then.
No.
No, he probably caused some internal bleeding.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing.
Okay.
The punch did happen, but what was the cause? The truth is that Houdini had already been feeling ill before the punch.
Oh.
His condition worsened the following day, yet he didn't stop performing. After his Saturday night show, he could barely get dressed. Still, he boarded a night train to Detroit to keep a scheduled appearance.
Wow.
On Sunday, a physician examined him and diagnosed him with what appeared to be acute appendicitis.
Yo, take a
Oh
break.
my God, that is terrible.
Take a break, Houdini.
Yeah, he had a high fever and significant abdominal pain. Despite being told to go to the hospital, Houdini refused. The show was sold out, and he was determined to perform.
These Michiganders need to be entertained.
Yeah, they already got their babysitters. They're there.
Well, they didn't have babysitters back then. Kids were forced to survive.
My kid's in my window balcony.
Yeah, exactly.
Afterward, he was barely able to stand and again declined treatment from doctors. It wasn't until hours later that a hotel doctor summoned a surgeon to examine him.
And that, of course, is the hotel chef.
Yeah. Finally, on Monday afternoon, October 25th, he underwent surgery. The doctors discovered that his appendix had burst, causing widespread
Oh, Lord.
peritonitis,
Wow.
a deadly infection of the abdominal cavity.
It is insane that he went days with appendicitis without having it go treated, without having anything to like relieve his pain.
It'll fuck you up.
And then it literally burst, and he still like barely was in the hospital.
They were tougher back then.
They literally, they
But
must
dumber,
have-
too, because he died. But
Right.
Yeah. In an era before antibiotics, such an infection was usually fatal. Houdini held on for 6 more days before passing away on Halloween, October 31st, 1926.
Whoa.
good day to die, though. Kind of
I
a cool
know.
day to die.
Ooh.
Daredevil for doing that.
Yeah.
The official cause of death was generalized peritonitis brought on by a ruptured appendix.
Yeah, the guy broke his appendix. Is what happened.
Yeah, so the punch did break his appendix.
It's possible.
Or it was already busted open.
I believe Brandon's making the case that the punch was not responsible. He says the evidence says no.
Okay, but it didn't help.
No, it
We will
definitely
say
didn't
that
help.
The
Yeah.
punch didn't help.
Yeah.
Houdini's condition had begun before he was struck. But yes, you can get appendicitis without it bursting. I think the punch actually probably burst it.
Oh
It
my
could have.
God. Yeah, probably.
Can I punch you, bro? Bro, let me punch you. Did he let him punch him, or was it a shock attack?
No, he let him punch him.
He did. Okay, because I was under the impression a guy just randomly walloped him.
Sucker punched him in the stomach.
Exactly.
Oh, that would suck.
Oh yeah, it doesn't feel good.
So yeah, bacterial infection. When it came down to it, it wasn't trauma. It was the infection. Which that's how he died. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say, didn't help.
Out of all the ways that Houdini, out of all the ways he could have died, it's interesting that he kind of died like a normal man,
Yeah.
Like a normal man
like us.
with a birth, with a
Burst appendix.
The birth appendix.
a
birth appendix.
A birth appendix.
That's why you can't go to a doctor with if you have a birth appendix. It's like, oh
Like
my
I have
God.
what?
You gotta get the fuck out of here. What did I birth?
While Houdini is remembered today as the ultimate escape artist, others that have followed in his path are too easily forgotten. Inspired by his personal hero, Harry Houdini, and dedicated to him, the amazing Joe Burris arranged for a Halloween night 1990 spectacle at Blackbeard's Family Fun Center in Fresno, California.
Ooh.
No idea who this is.
Me neither. Poor guy.
The Amazing Joe at Blackbeard's Family Fun Center in Fresno. Burroughs had worked for years as a tree trimmer in Salem, Oregon. And then, of course, you become the Amazing Joe.
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah,
I like that for him.
I believe it.
When, at the age of 32, he decided he was getting too old for this shit. His true calling in
Yeah.
life was magic. So he quit drinking and he started learning card tricks.
Oh,
wow.
good for him.
Very wholesome.
God,
Yeah.
That's adorable.
He quickly graduated to stunts and escapes. In his own words, he exclaimed, "I consider myself a master of illusion and escape. I believe I'm the next Houdini and greater."
Aw.
Don't know.
Because we didn't hear of him, so
Yeah.
it didn't work.
No, it didn't.
He was also kind of dumb.
It might be.
His greater and final act was to be buried alive.
Oh no, no.
Oh my God, no.
But it was more complicated than that.
You're more complicated than that. I hate it. It's not complicated.
I hate it. Yeah.
Not only would he be handcuffed, chained, and placed inside of a glass coffin,
Fucking why?
Why?
the coffin would then be lowered into a 7-foot deep grave covered in dirt and then have concrete poured on top of that.
I don't.
What the hell's wrong with him?
There's some safety concerns here.
Yeah.
If going according to plan, the Amazing Joe would have escaped his chains and cuffs and secretly exited the coffin within 1 minute.
This is literally how they tried to kill Jason Voorhees.
Yeah. That 1 minute would have been way before the concrete began pouring. He had performed a trial run beforehand, which took him 5 minutes to escape the coffin, but he still thought the trick would work.
Oh, he's like, no, it's showtime. I'll do it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, get ready.
Oh no, buddy.
Sean Henderson was one of the workers tasked with shoveling the dirt on top of Joe. He said, when we started burying him, he knocked and wanted us to stop. Henderson recalled, so we stopped and uncovered the edges of the coffin and unkeyed the locks and opened the coffin enough so that he could talk. Burris told Henderson that the chain around his neck was too tight.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh my god.
Feel a little claustrophobic in here.
Can anyone even see it? Was there a camera in there or something?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Oh my lord. Okay.
This is 1990, so
Yeah, the cameras weren't tiny enough yet.
yeah, exactly. After Burris slipped off the chain, his assistants put the locks back on and started burying him again.
Just cheat.
Yeah. The assistants shoveled 3 feet of dirt into the hole, and then a truck poured another 3 feet of wet cement.
Holy
But
shit.
if you're the audience, all you see is cement being poured into a hole. You don't see any of this.
Yeah.
Right. So Henderson then is recalling, as soon as we finished and the truck pulled away, the whole thing dropped about 2 feet.
That's not good.
Oh shit.
So the grave and the coffin collapse.
Oh, my
shit.
god. Yeah, something with that concrete, maybe?
Yeah.
Oh, you think that weighs something?
No.
Oh.
The cement busted the coffin.
Oh my god.
Workers quickly pulled Burris out of the hole, but paramedics could not revive him. He was pronounced dead at the scene, his chest crushed by the cement.
Oh my god.
Yep, that's what Big Boy did to his enemies in Dick Tracy.
Mm-hmm.
Drowned him in cement.
Later, it was determined that the glass coffin had previously been damaged.
Oh my god, dude. You didn't get a new glass coffin?
Joe himself
on.
repaired it with glue.
Oh
Okay.
my.
You know,
Okay.
he's a regular Stockton Rush.
Yes, exactly. At least he didn't bring anyone else with him.
Seriously, I was going to
Good point.
charge people. I'm like, let's go underground. We can totally make it out of this.
Oh.
The amount of concrete poured on top of him weighed over 7 tons.
Yeah,
That's
there's
not
no
good.
way he was making that.
No, don't worry. I got some epoxy on there.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. This is even before Gorilla Glue came out.
Mm-hmm. The last attempt we will discuss is a more recent one. In fact, it was recorded for the television series America's Got Talent
Oh no.
in October 2021.
What?
I didn't know there was a death from that.
Jonathan Goodwin had previously appeared on Britain's Got Talent and was carving out a name for himself as one of the best escape artists and stunt performers in the world.
Britain's Got Talent. What did he do? Brush his teeth? Kind of an older joke there.
Heyo.
Kind of an older joke.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good joke there.
During a stunt rehearsal for America's Got Talent, Goodwin was encased in a straitjacket while suspended 30 feet in the air. 2 vehicles were also suspended on wires on either side of him.
Why? Oh my god.
To prove he's got talent.
He's got talent.
To America. For the trick, Goodwin would escape from the jacket and drop onto the padding below.
It's really sad though too, because he was probably in between like someone who could play like a ukulele with his taint, and like his
Wow.
Because some of the talents aren't that talented.
No.
No, they're just like weird things that they do.
Right. And this
It's
guy's
like, this seems like a coping mechanism for your terrible upbringing as a child.
That's what most of it is, yeah.
Yeah.
oh.
The 2 cars would be released and swing head-on into each other, exploding in a controlled pyrotechnic flame in the space that Goodwin had been just dangling from a split second before.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it sounds kind of cool.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just we're trying to one up each other all the time.
Right.
Like, oh, he got out of a straitjacket. Well, I'm gonna do it in the sky. Oh yeah, well, I'm gonna do it in the sky while 2 cars are crashing into me at the same time, and they're gonna explode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
During the rehearsal, however, Goodwin could not escape in time. He was crushed between the 2 cars before they were set ablaze.
It was the
How?
rehearsal.
Yeah. So this is just a test run. They were like, oops.
Why'd they do it for real in the rehearsal?
I don't know.
All right.
He was crushed between the 2 cars, and before they were set ablaze, he then fell to the floor. The daredevil suffered 3rd-degree burns, fractured legs, and broke his spine, which caused him to be paralyzed from the waist down.
Wow. Poor guy.
Yeah. Did he move on to the next round? Or?
Well, he made his mobility disappear.
Yeah. Well, and that's a talent.
It
That's
sure
a
is.
talent.
Yeah. He survived to tell his story in his own words. It was pretty gnarly, you know. It sounds very dramatic sitting here, but I did nearly die.
Yeah, I fucking believe
That's
that.
hilarious. I know you're gonna think I'm a drama queen for saying this, but I did almost die.
So thank you guys for coming to Thanksgiving.
Right?
Oh,
Really learned how.
hey, I think we're missing a chair, and then he just rolls up. You're like, oh, never mind.
Handicap spot. Another daredevil inspired by his hero was Gary Wells. Following in the skid marks of Evel Knievel.
Skid marks?
Yeah,
That
it
implies
sounds like
poopy.
Poops.
Yeah.
That's poopy underwear.
Yeah.
Gary decided to jump from the famous fountains at Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Those aren't that high, are they?
They seem pretty high, though. They'd probably kill me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I guess so. Sure.
The Bellagio's higher.
Right.
Okay.
The same stunt had been infamously attempted by the great daredevil Evel Knievel 13 years prior.
Mm-hmm.
On December 31st, 1967, Knievel would attempt his longest motorcycle jump yet. It was 141 feet from the launch to landing, soaring through the sky and through the majestic fountains.
I see.
Being filmed for ABC's Wide World of Sports, Knievel fell short of the landing ramp and wiped out.
Oh my! Too wide world of sports.
Yep. His body came to a stop in the Dunes Hotel parking lot.
Ouch.
Just a fat family from Ohio getting out of their cars. We're like, welcome to Las Vegas. Oh,
Whoa!
we're really here, Peggy.
Knievel suffered a crushed pelvis, crushed femur, fractures to his hip, wrist, both ankles, and a concussion that kept him in the hospital for 29 days.
So like everything. He heard everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
28 days later.
Right.
13 years later, on September 15th, 1980, Gary Wells was going to succeed where Knievel failed.
I don't know if you are.
Even saying to the press before the jump, Knievel is the past tense now.
Whoa!
He said, I'm the new evil.
I'm present tense.
I'm the new Knievel here now.
Everything he has done, I've bettered, he said.
Wow. What? He said that?
Who the fuck are you, Gary Wells?
Seriously, who is that?
Also, your name is Gary Wells, and the other guy is Evel Knievel. Get a fucking name, bro.
And give it up for Gary.
Like,
Yes.
oh.
I just saw that guy playing Baccarat.
Or, Gary, your wife wants you to call her. She says you took the wrong car again.
Right after this jump.
Right.
Come home to your kids. She's pissed.
Now the kids are probably happy he's gone.
Yeah.
They're like, shut.
Yeah.
Don't make him come home, Mom. The similarities between the two events are hard to ignore. This time, the stunt was being filmed for ABC's That's Incredible! Not quite the wide world of sports. But
Right.
Okay.
like Knievel, Wells and his motorcycle cleared the fountain. But where Knievel fell short of the landing at 141 feet, Wells missed the ramp completely.
Bro, you gotta hit the ramp.
After soaring over 170 feet through the air, he
Oh, it
crashed.
seems like I'm going a little to the left.
Oh, the wind is carrying me.
What?
He went 170 feet through the air, and he crashed at 80 miles an hour, his body skidding to a stop after striking a concrete wall.
Yikes.
Ouch. Spectators standing on top of the wall leaned in for a better view of the carnage.
Oh my God.
Ooh, where is he?
This is what we paid good money for.
Yeah.
Look at the body. We paid good.
Vegas, baby.
$50 a ticket. Look at his body.
Yeah.
The weight of the... Oh my God, this is insane. So they're all looking over the wall, right? And their weight caused the wall to collapse.
Oh my God.
The people who are rubbernecking
Fat fucks.
end up becoming part of the action themselves.
Wow.
6 people, along with parts of the wall, fell 15 feet on top of Gary.
Wow.
All these fat fucking Las Vegas
Well,
cows.
there you fucking go. Mind your business. You keep fucking walking.
Concrete fat people crushing Gary after he just experienced a tremendous fucking injury.
Oh God, nice thing is I think I lived. Oh shit. Oh, poor
Here
bastard.
comes the buffet.
Oh, no.
But Gary, in a weird twist, survived.
Oh, good for him.
Like Knievel, Wells suffered a concussion, a fractured pelvis, as well as 2 broken legs, and a tear in the artery of his heart.
Yeah, and also humiliation.
Total humiliation.
Especially after he was like, oh, I'm the new evil Knievel.
Oh.
I'm gonna. Then he was like way further off.
Braggadocious.
Yeah. He needed emergency surgery for his heart artery.
Sure.
And he later claimed he was upset. Someone must have moved his ramp. He was sabotaged.
Somebody moved the ramp.
Somebody moved my fucking ramp.
No, someone moved.
Okay, so someone moved the ramp or you fucked up.
Or you didn't like get it
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
He's like, no, someone definitely moved
I
it.
think he would have noticed. Wouldn't he have noticed?
Yeah.
In 1989, Robbie Knievel, son of Evil,
Yes.
became the first person to successfly jump the fountain at Caesar's Palace.
And Robbie is legit. He's
Yeah.
good.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, he's cool.
I didn't know.
Mike Metzger also did it in 2006, and Travis Pastrana did it in 2018.
Well, you don't have to do it anymore. It's been done.
Yeah,
It's been done. Stop doing it.
old hat now.
Come on.
Yeah.
Evil Knievel died in 2007 at the age of 69, and Gary Wells.
Ayo, 69.
Hey, and Gary Wells died in 2020 at the age of 63.
I think you said Evil Knievel died.
He did.
Oh, at 69?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. Take that back then.
Yeah, Evil Knievel died in 2007 at the age of 69. Yeah.
Evil Knievel?
Evil.
Not his son?
No, Robbie's still alive, isn't he?
Oh, okay. Never mind. Oh, yeah. I'm so stupid. Go on. Yes. Sorry.
Oh, no, he died in 2023. Fuck.
Oh, wow.
Robbie Knievel's dead. So I'll just add that at the end, too. And sadly, Robbie Knievel's also dead. He died January 13th, 2023 in Reno, Nevada.
Oh, wow.
Oh, the whole Knievel family's gone.
Yeah, he died at age 60 of pancreatic cancer.
Oh,
Oh, that sucks.
Jesus.
Out of all the shit, he got fucking cancer?
I know.
seriously.
God.
This is crazy. But that will bring us to...
Final thoughts.
I'm just going to straight up. I'm taking it. TLC. Don't go chasing waterfalls.
Whoa.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Stick to the oceans or whatever, the floor. That
Rivers and lakes that you're used to.
Yeah, stick to
Yes.
those, although you can drown in those too.
Oh, that's why you get a dry lake bed.
Yep.
Like,
but
like your old wife.
Yep. You got to know about math and science. That's why I don't do this stuff. I don't know math and science.
Yeah, but even if you do know math and science, you still can't. The risk is still there.
It's there.
It's there,
Yeah.
but I think Ben's very much onto something. If you're going to do it, you can't be just some brave lunatic. You got to actually plan it out and figure it the fuck out.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, actually, because then you're just a jackass.
Yeah,
quite
that-
literally.
Yeah.
Then you're just buried under 7 tons of fucking concrete for no reason.
But in a way, they all died doing what they loved. So who's to say?
Let's hope they loved it.
Well, I think you do it because you love it.
Probably-
people
probably
do things all the
last
time they
couple
don't
of
love.
seconds. Yeah.
Yeah, but usually not.
Well, it's not
stunts.
like they were moonlighting this fucking hobby.
I mean, they might have been.
Well, who knows?
I don't know.
All right. Well, I am not. I am also a creature of land. My final
Love it.
thought is if you're gonna test rocket ships out, please be a scientist.
Yeah,
Just be a scientist.
yeah.
That's what you have to do.
You don't got to prove nothing to nobody.
There
Yeah.
you go.
You don't got to be that guy.
What a pep talk for your future son, Kyle. You don't got to prove nothing to nobody, kid.
You don't have to be that guy.
Yeah. He's like, Dad, I'm trying to go to college.
Yeah,
You fail like every Ploof has failed, okay?
that's right.
Oh.
Well, hopefully he can fail upwards.
Yeah, let's
Oh.
go, all of us.
Yeah.
You will.
Do you guys hear that?
Yes. Wait, no. Yeah. Oh, no, yeah.
You've got mail.
Oh my goodness, we have a mailbag.
Mailbag.
Yes.
Delivery.
Delivery here.
What have we got?
Last choice invoice. Wait, no. Last choice no voice.
Okay.
That's different than an invoice.
Last
is.
choice, no voice.
They said as a kid, they would go over the Bong Bridge all the time. They lived in Upper Michigan, just over the border from Wisconsin. And they'd travel a lot. They used to giggle about how it sounds like. They used to giggle about the name of the bridge.
Oh, of course, Bong Bridge. Yeah, you got to get stoned there. They got to change the name or just assume kids are going to get stoned there.
Pretty much.
Yes. And as seen by Dave, said, I think you guys found your third.
That's you, Jerry.
That's you,
Oh
Jerry.
shit, that's me.
yeah, you're the
it's
fucking
you.
third.
Aw, thanks.
But you're always number one in my book.
I'm happy to be here.
I don't know how to write.
No matter
but if
what
I,
number I am.
You're number one.
Yeah.
I'm probably number two. Whoa.
Okay.
So thank you so much for listening to another episode of Death and Entertainment. If there's a story you would like to hear specifically, why don't you go send us an email at deathandentertainment@gmail.com.
Thank you so much. And again, go to patreon.com/diebud. The studios here at Die Bud Studios are dang near finished. Okay, Bud and Ben Kissel Politics. We got 3 fantastic shows for you every single week. I think there's 7 episodes total.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're going to keep on growing. We got some merch coming very, very soon. And yeah, hail yourself.
And until next week.
Don't go dying on us.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
You have just heard.
A true Hollywood murder mystery.
I have never seen anything like this before.
The movies, Broadway, music, television, all of it.
A place that manufactures nightmares.
Okay, everybody, that's a wrap.
Good night. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon.